Have you an understanding and acceptance of people with disabilities? Do you have excellent interpersonal and communication skills? Are you supportive, patient, and caring by nature? Do you have good time management and organizational skills? If you said yes to these questions, the occupation of Disabilities Services Officer might be the one for you. Disabilities Services Officers work in a range of services which provide education and community access to people with intellectual, physical, social, and emotional disabilities. These workers are employed both in the public and private sectors. Many work for NGOs that deal with specific disabilities. Disability Services Officers work in various environments, and the tasks carried out will depend on where they work. Some work in training and support roles, where they focus on maximizing the living, social, and recreational skills of people with a disability. The aim is to assist disabled people to reach a point where they can live as independently as possible. They assess and monitor the individual needs of the person within different contexts. The Services Officer then assists the disabled person to develop lifestyle plans and daily routines to allow some independence. They may be involved in organizing social and leisure activities to assist disabled people to integrate into the community. Where necessary, they refer disabled people to specialized services. Those working as support officers help disabled people to find relevant employment. Once a suitable post has been found, the Disability Services Officer arranges ongoing support and on-the-job training to assist the disabled person to develop the skills required to carry out the tasks required of them. Some Disability Services Officers work to facilitate and promote fair and equal representation of people with disabilities in the work environment. These Disability Services Officers focus on promoting compliance with relevant legislation which impacts on disability employment practice. They also ensure that companies and educational institutions have the facilities to allow disabled people to work or study on their premises. They check that there are facilities such as wheelchair ramps and access points, as well as other disabled-friendly amenities. Disability Services Officers often have to travel. Depending on the nature of the work they do, Disability Services Officers may be expected to work after hours and on weekends. Although a lot of their time is spent with assisting disabled people, there's a certain amount of administrative work that has to be done. They update records, contact service providers, as well as answer and write emails. Although there are a number of pathways into this occupation, Disability Services Officers usually require a qualification in disability services. Often people entering this field are qualified health professionals, social workers, educators, or human resource officers. A postgraduate diploma in disability studies is completed by those wanting to work in this field. Promotion will depend on the environment in which the Disability Services Officer works. With extensive experience, it may be possible to advance to managers or directors of NGOs who work in this field. Advancement might also involve becoming specialist advisors to government policymakers regarding the rights and facilities required for disabled people.